Welcome to today's Trade Ideas and Signal. So, without wasting time, we talked about some things yesterday and we established a range that will determine what we're going to do next. So, because of the range that we established, there wasn't any trade yesterday except the level that was proud, that was highlighted, as in this particular something. And as we can see, but it wasn't traded because I did not give it as a signal yesterday. Rather, I established it as a missed trade a day before. So now, uh, my basic, my major discussion for yesterday was the fact that okay, we established this low and high. Initially I was talking about whatever it does within this leg. That's what is going to determine within these two levels. So what is going to determine our next action from our next action. Now that we've established this high and low, and I talked about any closure above, either above or below, and I cited this particular low as an example of what we and I did mention that I'm expecting this low first because of the reaction we got on daily. But with what we see now, it's kind of establishing the fact that price always like to, whichever angle is not going, it will first take its liquidity for coming for the right side. So I personally believe that it might actually be the liquidity that we went for above this level before we come to before we be coming back to this particular level. So since we've taken the liquidity above this high, then can be anticipating this low's liquidity also. So the liquidity below this low also might be taken before it continue to move in whichever direction. But personally, what I'm waiting for is closure, either above or below. So whichever one happens first is what we determine my decision, my direction rather. So now, but that doesn't stop me from moving within within the range that it has established, which is this low and this high. So, but whichever way, we're going to continue from that level moving forward. And we'll be looking for lower time frame opportunity to capitalize on from within the leg anyway. So I didn't see any opportunity here yesterday to either buy or sell, except for the fact that it's reacted from our previous point of entry. So using that, um, we are now expecting, my expectation moving forward. Today is Friday, so little expectation, but anything can happen. Let's check the news. Let me see if we have any high impact news today. So today being 24 on Friday, we have wow, 1:30 we have greater high impact news coming up today. So right, less than okay, almost 1 hour now. I mean, in the next 1 hour, 5 minutes, some news are rushing in. So we have wow. CPI is coming. No wonder we have very shallow week. Okay. With, CPI is coming, S&P. Wow, there are a lot of high impact news today. So can be anticipating, but the closure above or below is what I'm waiting for. So that's the determinant of my direction. So whichever way, we're going to continue to anticipate, and there is nothing much these days since we are doing something. And most of you might have noticed that I only deal with Euro USD most. And if I'm going to debate either uh, indices like Nasdaq 100 or um good. So, but nonetheless, since it is technical analysis, you just have to choose one. Everything we are doing is with dollar. So we are trading dollar. If you go outside something, it's still dollar that we are trading. Instead of spreading out something, just stick with one. use your analysis instead of trading 20 uh trading 5 PS and putting $20 on each. Why not put $100 on one and put your egg in one basket here so that at least you'll be able to monitor it closely. So that's my own. Then you'll be able to feel within and everything. It's numbers game we are playing. So I prefer to have, and most likely these things they move in. If you are seeing a setup here, it's likely forming or has formed a little while before this time. So it's almost the same trade we are taking. If you lose on euro, you are likely to lose on other something because if you follow your setup, it's the same setup. I mean, or likely setup that might occur, except you will have different strategy for different something. But nonetheless, you have observed it very, very. In fact, let me show you my normal something. These are my normal peers. I move within all these peers. So if anything is going on, I always monitor every other stuff. And I have a very, very comprehensive one. You see, that did sit down with the something, the major currency pairs and the minors and all of the other stuff. So I move within all those market deals. So I just pick one just to sit with it and without disturbing myself that much. So stick with one, put all my money on that one. I will continue to move in that direction that it dictates. So that will be all. So we are still sticking with yesterday's analysis, which is closure above either high or below. But we have so many high impact news today. So I'm going to allow what I'm going to basically do is to find my entry or lower time frame to dictate the direction that we're going to go to. News is coming, so we can be anticipating some kind of manipulation and movements within the market. So I guess that will be all, at least for today. So brace yourself for news in the next 1 hour and consider setup before or after the news. But that'll be all. Thank you very much. Have a lovely and profitable